In this video, we're going to talk about order of operations. So, what is order of operations? Order of operations is the rule that tells us the order we should solve math problems with multiple operations. For example, problems like this, where you have the operations addition, multiplication, and you have an exponent. Or problems like this, where you have division, addition, multiplication, and you have brackets. So, how can we know which part of the problem to solve first? Well, the order of operations rule is a list of the operations where the operator that is higher on the list should be applied first. And first on the list, we have brackets. And second on the list, we have exponents or indices, which is the small number located to the upper right side of the base number. Third on the list is shared by two operations, division and multiplication. Now, if your problem has both of these operations, you need to solve whichever operation is furthest to the left first. And fourth on the list, which is also shared by two operations, addition and subtraction. Now, just as with multiplication and division, if your problem has both of these, you should first solve whichever operation is furthest to the left. Now, in the beginning, it can be a little tough to memorize which operation should be considered before another operation. So a good way to help memorize this order is the acronym BEDMAS. And this stands for brackets, exponents, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. And remember, in order to correctly solve math problems with multiple operations, it's very important to know which operation should be considered before another operation. So memorizing this acronym can help you to remember the correct order of operations. So I'm going to demonstrate how to use order of operations to solve the problem 25 minus 2 multiplied by 6. And again, you can use BEDMAS to help you to remember the order of operations rule. Now, remember, the operator that is higher on the list should be considered first. And in this case, that would be multiplication. So let's first multiply 2 by 6, which equals 12. And now that there's only one operation remaining, we can go ahead and finish solving the problem by subtracting 12 from 25, which equals 13. Okay, let's try solving another problem. Now remember, the operator that is higher on the list should be applied first. And in this case, since the problem has brackets, this means that the operations within the brackets should be considered before anything else. So for that reason, I'm going to add 5 and 2 first, which equals 7. Now the remaining operations of the problem are subtraction, multiplication, and addition. And out of these remaining operations, we see that multiplication is higher on the list. So this means we need to multiply 3 by 7 next, which equals 21. Now, the remaining operations of the problem are subtraction and addition. So, in what order should I solve the rest of the problem? Now, if you said that I should subtract first, you are correct. Remember, if your problem has both addition and subtraction, you should first solve whichever operation is furthest to the left. And in this case, that would be subtraction. So 18 minus 21 equals -3. And now that there is only one operation remaining, we can go ahead and finish solving the problem. -3 plus 12, which equals 9. Okay, let's try solving one more problem. Again, the operator that is higher on the list should be applied first. And in this case, since the problem has brackets, we need to consider the operations within the brackets before anything else. Now, as you can see, even within the brackets, we have multiple operations. So which of these should be considered first? If you answered exponents, you are correct, since exponents is higher on the list than addition. And 4 to the third power equals 64. Now, since there is still one more operation within the brackets, this means that brackets are still the top priority. So we need to add 6 and 64 before we can move on to the other operations of this problem. And 6 plus 64 equals 70. Now, the remaining operations of the problem are multiplication, addition, and division. So, in what order should I solve the rest of the problem? If you said that I should multiply next, you are correct. Even though division is higher on the list, remember, if your problem has both division and multiplication, you need to solve whichever operation is furthest to the left. And in this case, that would be multiplication. And 5 multiplied by 70 equals 350. Now, between the remaining operations, we can see that division comes before addition. So let's divide 18 by 6, which equals 3. And now that there is only one operation remaining, we can go ahead and finish solving the problem. 350 plus 3, which equals 353. So this is how to use order of operations rule when solving math problems with multiple operations. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to Mr. McLean Math to get notifications on my latest math tutorials. Thank you for watching.